What's up, y'all? I am going to pull a message for the collective for this full moon in Libra, which we have happening on Saturday, April 12th. Libra is all about relationships and justice and the balancing of scales and just understanding where things are out of balance, which I would say has been happening on an individual and collective scale for a very long time, but this is kind of like a real huge inflection point that we're at right now. First card out is card Temperance. Be patient with the process is what I'm hearing, which I think right now patience is key, but that's also part of the challenge of this specific moment in time. I feel that so much has been happening. So many veils have been lifted. So many truths that are uncomfortable, that have been hidden, have been revealed. And there's a certain level of angst and anxiety that we are feeling on a collective scale to make change, to see change. When is this going to change? How is this going to happen? How are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? And there's a struggle, right, between our mind and our heart, right? In our heart, I truly believe like there's a certain sense of knowing and groundedness in the things that need to be done. But our mind is always going to come in and start to try to poke holes in whatever we want to pursue, whatever we want to dream about, whatever we want to create, right? Because the mind, the ego, the human is all about rationality, right? But that rationality, that mental space is very, very limited in what it perceives as being possible, right? And so it's kind of like I'm feeling the need to be patient with ourselves and be patient with the process, and to remember that every little thing that we do, every action we take, every conversation we have, every dream we allow ourselves to dream, it is moving us closer to the reality, to the future that we want to see, that we want to create. And we cannot allow the illusion of linear time to impede us, to discourage us, to stop us from moving forward. Some days we're going to do a lot. We're going to create a lot. We're going to feel and really see the momentum. But there's other times where we're barely going to notice anything is going on. And in those moments, it could be like for me this week, I have been really exhausted. I've been dealing with ADHD burnout. I've been traveling and just getting back, and I'm in a life transition. And so my nervous system has been really overwhelmed, and a lot of the things I've been attempting to do, it's been almost impossible. And I truly believe that giving myself the grace and the time and the understanding to just be with my exhaustion, to just be with my burnout, to allow myself to rest, to ask myself, Kimberly, is that as urgent as you think it is? Or can that wait till tomorrow? Can that wait till the weekend? Can that wait till next week? Maybe right now, resting is what you need to be doing. Maybe right now is the moment to be building your reserves, right? To build your energy, to prepare for what's next. And sometimes preparing for what's next means resting so that you can build up your energy for the things that you want to accomplish, because right now may not be the time. Right now may just be the time to imagine it, to dream it. And as I said, we have this full moon in Libra. This is also a time of shedding. Full moons are a time of illumination. They are a time of culmination. Things we've been working on start to slowly come to fruition, but they are also a time of releasing, right? So right now may be the time to, as it's been coming up, release old, outdated programming, old belief systems, old narratives, fears that are trying to control and manipulate the way that you perceive what it is that you're doing. We have the Page of Cups. And for me, this has been sort of a recurring card in the sense of like, be open to the small things, the small gestures, the small opportunities, conversations that are making themselves available to you so often, especially in this social construct, especially in our societal paradigm, unless it's big, unless it's bold, unless it's like flashy, we don't always necessarily see the opportunities and the blessings for what they truly are. Things that start small can and will turn into things that are a lot bigger and noticeable in the future. It's little by little, right? You don't know how the actions you're taking now, whether big or small, how the conversations you're having now are going to have a ripple effect in the future. But this is about following your heart, right? Follow those intuitive nudges and allow the universe to provide you with moments and opportunities to connect, to dream, to have conversations about the things that you want to see, you want to create in this reality around you, right? These conversations, these heartfelt conversations, these authentic conversations, these real conversations are actually more impactful than we believe them to be. Then we have the Fool, which I love. This is a very, very interesting card. And this is a time of new beginnings. This is a time of taking risk. This is a time of imagining what is possible, again, outside of the confines of the social construct that we have been living in, right? This is about feeling that urge, feeling that nudge, and going for it and creating something new with the community that you are currently building, realizing that this has been going on for a long time in the sense of building your confidence, building your community, right? Building the capacity to follow your heart into the unknown. It is a leap of faith because we do not know what is on the other side, right? When we are doing something new, when we are making new decisions, when we are having new thoughts and different perspectives, that's part of what triggers the ego, right? That's part of what scares us, is like, well, this is different from what I've done. This is different from what everybody else is doing. What's going to happen? We don't know, right? But again, I'm going to keep repeating it. If we're doing what we've always done, we're going to get what we've always got. And I think a lot of us are sick and tired of that. So if not now, when? Now is the time to dream a bigger dream, to build up our confidence, to take these leaps of faith that are going to be required if we're going to get what we want and get to where we want, right? In the future. Four of Swords, right? This has come up again. Four of Swords is all about the importance of self-care, okay? This is a marathon. This is not a sprint. The work that we are doing individually and collectively requires us to do what we can, where we are with what we have. And we do need to find the means, right, to regulate ourselves, to ground ourselves, to engage in self-care practices that are beneficial to us as well as to the communities we are a part of and building, right? Like, do not allow the system to make you feel guilty for taking care of yourself, right? Do what you can. If it's just going for a walk, if it's doing yoga, if it's meditating, the things that you do to take care of yourself and to sustain yourself in and of themselves are actually very revolutionary, because we have been taught to like a self-abandon, right? We have been taught that taking care of ourselves is selfish, but however you can manage yourself, take care of yourself, rest, right? And there are free ways to do it, right? You don't have to pay all this money like the system has told you. Finding ways to sustain yourself, to fill your own cup, is what is going to help you to pour into other people and into your community. So it is definitely 100% a part of the process. Okay, let's pull one more card here. Woo. Seven of Pentacles. This is another recurring card. Keep doing the work. Keep planting the seeds. Keep watering those plants, right? The things that you are investing in now are going to grow in the future. It is about sustaining that vision, that hope, that faith, that everything you're doing right now, even if it seems really small, even if it seems insignificant, it is not, right? Thinking about the Bible, Jesus said, if you have the faith of a grain of a mustard seed that you can move mountains. And I think it's time for us to remember how powerful our minds are and our faith is, and to hold on to it now more than ever.